Hello everyone, so we are back together again with another video on a CTF, and this time it's called Avengers Blog. So I have already launched the machine, and let's start answering the questions. So connect our network by going to access page and all that. So we have already connected the VPN. So deploy the machine, and also we have deployed it one. So let's click continue, and for now let's copy this IP address and go to the second part. So HTTP cookies is a small piece of data sent from a website and stored on the user's computer by the user's web browser while the user is browsing. So they are intended to remember such things like your login information, yes, items, your shopping cart, and your language you prefer, all those things. So advertisers can use also tracking cookies to identify which sites you previously visited or where about a site or on a web page you clicked. So some tracking cookies have become so intrusive, many antivirus programs classify them as spyware. So you have to be careful while when you go to a site and click I accept cookies, that part. So you can view and dynamically update your cookies directly in your browser. To do this, press F12 or on right click and select inspect. So there's inspect here. So I think mine was not missing. So here's inspect element. So stored or to you can also use this developer options, web developer in Firefox, and you can go to these things. This is inspector. So there's that, and on the develop deployed Avengers machine, you recently get the flag one cookie value. So yeah, so I have already gone here. So once you click inspect element, you get this one, and you can go to the network and remember to click on that there are uh, many get requests, as you can see. So these are for the images and all the JavaScript files and all those things, CSS files. So what you need is here on the root. So this one is root. So you can go to headers and there's cookies and requests. So what we need is a cookie. So there should be a cookie with the secret flag one. Yeah, here it is. Flag one is cookie secrets. So let's copy this value and paste this one over here and submit. Yes. So HTTP headers, we are going to go to HTTP headers, and HTTP headers let a client and server pass information with the HTTP request or response. So header names and value names are separated by single colon and are integral part of the HTTP protocol. So as you can see, the HTTP method is this one, and then the path to the web server or resource, and the protocol version that the browser is supporting is here. And you can see all the request address headers being left here. Security headers and all those things will be here. So there's the message body as well. So if you are on a login page, then username and password will be passed in the message body. So there's that. So the main two HTTP methods are post and get request. The get method is used to request data from a resource, and the post method is used to send data to a server. So there's that. And we can view requests made to the and from a browser by opening the developer tools, and again and navigate into the network tab. Have this tab open and refresh the page. Yeah, I'll just do that part, so it'll be clear to you. So once you go to network, and let me check. So I will close this one for now. And if you go like this and go to the network tab, it will request you to reload the tab, because when on the reload, it has to get these files again into the inspect. So there's that. And once you go to the root, and then you can view the headers. So headers are here, and response headers are here, and request headers are here. So you can see that flag 2 is headers are important. So let me copy this one, and let's paste it over here. Okay, again it came as this, so I'm going to submit this one. And then the other part, enumeration and FTP. So nmap project, or in this task we will scan the machine with nmap. As usual, we had to do that nmap, and it will run and scan, and So and access the FTP service using reusable credentials. Let's get started by scanning the machine. You will need nmap. You don't have the application installed, and you can read this part. I won't go in detail. So we already ran nmap, and then this will determine the services and the parts the services are running, and it says that you can see 21 for FTP and 22 to SSH, and HTTP is 80. All those things are shown here. So we access the web server on 80. So now let's access FTP. So let's go back here and see if they are telling the truth. Yeah, so we can see that FTP is here. So I'm going to go to FTP, and sorry, not this one. Totally misread that one. So yeah, 253 is the one. So yeah, so I'm going to use the credentials that they gave, Groot, and I am Groot. And so Groot is here as the username, and mgroot would be the password. So yeah, we are here, and let's see what we have. So we have a directory, got it from the D value here. So let's cd into this one. So directory into files, and when we can see that there's a flag3.txt. So we have to get this one down. So I will download this one as get, and let's copy this value and paste. So yeah, we got it, and we can see that we have on our folder a flag3.txt. So I'm going to read this one, and we have our first flag, the user flag, and we are on. Okay, so what was the hint again? You might have to enter passive mode when accessing the FTP share. Yeah, so sometimes in some FTP servers that happens. So passive mode is, I'll show you that as well. So passive means yes, passive mode is on, so you can view more information and use more uh, flexibility with your commands. So you can read what it is later. So let's use the first directory service called directory discovery tool called GoBuster. So yeah, for this one they are going to ask us to use GoBuster for this, and log into Mr. Stark's Travis portal. So GoBuster is a tool used to brute force URI directories and files, DNS subdomains, and virtual host names. For this name machine, we will be using this one, and you can either download GoBuster or use the Kali machine it has. So for this one also, I am not going to go with GoBuster. So I'll just exit this one, and I am going to use Ferox Buster for this one. So which is faster and gives out more attack surface. So yeah, there are some stuff that's popping up. So that was like 104 seconds and all that. So like I'll show you the difference between this and GoBuster. So let's see. So I'm going to paste the same IP address over here, and let's try. It even takes some time to get something out. Okay, it takes forever. So that's that. You can even omit this 80 part and see. So even then it's going to take loads of time. So I'm going to go to this one. So I think this portal is where that login page should be. So let's go and paste this one over here. Yes, it's portal. So let's go over here and paste the portal and go to the portal from this one. So yeah, so we are here. So there's that, and let's go to the next step, which is SQL injection. So you should now see the following page above. We are going to manually exploit this page using an attack called SQL injection. SQL injection is a code injection technique that manipulates SQL queries. So you can execute your own SQL that could destroy the database, reveal all the database data, such as your usernames and password and other sensitive credit card information as well. So to trick a web server into authenticating you, so you can do more damage. So to exploit SQL, we need to first need to know how it works. SQL query could be select all from users, where username equals user input and password is user input too. So retrieve that one. So if you insert additional SQL as the user input, we can manipulate this query. For example, if you have the user input 2 as this one value apostrophe and 1 equal 1, 1 means the first entry in the database table of maybe users table. So we can trick this query into authentication as the this random character would break the SQL query, and 1:1 would evaluate to be true. So yeah, so there's that. And to conclude, having our first user input is as the username of the account, and use input 2 being the condition to make the query true, the final value query would be like this. So it will select all from the users table where username equals admin, and the password would be breaking the column, and then it will break in the query, and then it will be 1 equal 1 would be true. So this would authenticate us as the admin, or the admin user, not author. So yeah, so we had to login into the Avengers site, view the page source, how many code lines are there. There's a hint as well. So it says to have the username and passwords as this value apostrophe 101, and two dashes means it will comment out the rest of the query if there's any. So let's go ahead and paste this one over here, and the same for the password. And let's try to sign in, and I think we are in. Yeah, so we are in, and we can see some stuff over here. So this page contains a web command line. So as usual, let's try ls maybe. So yeah, we can see some stuff here. So some create SQL, not produce, and all those things. So let's go to the other part. So it asks a question: log into the Avengers site, view the page source, how many lines of code are here. Okay, that's a okay, that close that. And you can view the page source like right clicking and go to the down, and there are like 224 lines, but only code lines are 223. So there should be 223. Yep. So there is that, and remote code execution and Linux. So you should be logged into the Jarvis Access Panel. Here we can execute commands on the machine. I wonder if we can exploit this to the files on the system. So let's try executing the ls command to list all the files in the current directory, and now try joining two Linux commands together and blah blah blah. And it says doing so will show a file called flag5.txt. Okay, and we can add another command to read this file like this, and okay, let's go and try to do that one. So there's ls, and we can other way around, right? So yeah, we can go back one directory and break this command, and then view ls would show us as it said uh, flag5.txt. So I think the yep, so we are in home and in Ubuntu, and all these things are here. So the another file of folder which is here is Avengers. I think that's our user that we are currently logged in and these commands are running as. So there's that. So we can read this flag5.txt over here, and let's see, cat flag5.txt, and it's giving us a command is allowed. So let's go back, and it said, but oh no, the cat command is disallowed. Yes, so we will have to think of another Linux command that we can use to read it. So there's another hint as well, what Linux command can read file content in reverse. So with a little bit of googling, you can find out that the reverse of cat is stack. So it would give us the final flag. So there's that, and we have a final flag. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you can subscribe in our next video that you watch in this channel. So until then, peace out.